Hey guys, it's Phantom's Ex-Listener here, back again with another Phantom's Ex-Listener video. And today I bring you Casey Jones, Ex-Listener to 2012, by the way, 2012. Jeez, it's like half Christmas edition because there's going to be a little bit of Christmas. Let's say it's getting into the holidays. It's not really like on Christmas Day. Neither is it like too Christmassy. I wouldn't say like Casey is like, that one crazy person about Christmas. I feel like he would be more of a Halloween person. Or just like, just normal him. But anyway, that's what I'm bringing you guys today. Yes, finally today we have ourselves some coffee. Take a sip of this coffee. Like I was waiting to get myself some coffee. But anyway, my Instagram, Discord link server, wattpad, and the songs that I use will be in the description below. By the way, there will be no Christmas song in this video. You'll see what's in the description for the song. I recommend it. I just recommend just listen to it. It's beautiful, even though it may be a little depressing. But little update before we get into the video is that if I'm not uploading, it's because I said this a million times. This is not an excuse. I get low on data pretty easily. I don't know why. It's probably something to do with my SIM card, but I'm low on data. That's why if I go missing for like almost a week, a few days, it's because I'm actually using my grandmother's hotspot, as you can see up on the top bar right there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get straight into it. I couldn't really find an image on Pinterest, but so I went on Chrome and I found this one. I know it's not very Christmassy or anything, but at least it's worth it. It's, it just gives Casey vibes. So let's say you and Casey have been, kind of dating for a little bit, and Casey was willing to take you out, but he wasn't just, going to straight up ask you a way to take you out. He was gonna, try to impress you a little bit. By the way, there's also another reason why I chose this image. Hold on. I have this drawing that I made of AJ and Casey. So basically, I'm just going to put this out before we even start the video or start narrating. Basically, when he takes you out, it's gonna look like this, and this is gonna be you. By the way, it's gonna be a little Christmassy. Just wait until it gets there. But anywho, take another sip of this coffee. Honestly, it's like this coffee is way too good today. But let's say you were like, a little burnt out. You've been working a little too hard. And since you and Casey still go to the same college, he's been noticing that you've been tired, overworking yourself. You've literally been not paying attention to him a little bit, just kind of ignoring him. Not that you're trying to be ignorant, but you've just been mainly focusing on the work, which is bad for you. So Casey decides to give you a call, and of course, you didn't answer it. So he decided to take things into his own hands and went over to your place. Instead of knocking at the front door as he should, like a normal person, he goes in through the window. So when you were just working at your desk, trying to figure things out, also trying to figure Christmas plans out, you hear a tap on your window. You look over and you were like, huh? Who's bothering me at this hour? You went over to open the window. You look down. None other than Casey Jones. He's scarfed, and he says, "Hey, that's not a way to treat your boyfriend. Now, can I please get in? It's freezing out here." Fine. Get in quickly. He just basically jumped in. "Hey, why have you been, ignoring me? Leaving me out of things? Just kind of being ignorant. Even though you don't seem like you're being ignorant." You say, "Casey, I'm just stressed out about things. I've been, working really hard on things too, like Christmas plans, especially studies. I've been trying to prove that I'm worthy enough. You know, you're already worthy enough to like many things. Work, friends. You know what? Your family doesn't really deserve you. It may seem like a selfish thing to say, or more of like an asshole move. By the way, language warning. But they don't really deserve you. You've been just doing so much and putting things on yourself and pushing yourself down. And that's not a good thing to do. And they just like, just kind of throw it under the carpet like it's nothing when you clearly need help. You need like, someone to talk to, someone to hang out with, spend your time with. And they clearly don't care. But nah. There's no buts. Even though, your family may love you, say that they love you. But I learned this the hard way. He sat next to you. And this is pretty true, by the way. The ones that say they love you, like, I love you and everything like that, they're only gonna screw you up and fuck up your way. The ones that show and prove they love you. Now those people, they're the ones who truly matter. He placed his hand like right where your heart is, because why not? You blushed a little. He says, now, stop overworking yourself and come on and hang out with me like on a rooftop or something. He stood up and wrung out his hand for you to hold. And you said, not he, I meant to say you. Take a sip of this coffee. For some reason, my throat is dry. Anyway, you held his hand and said, well, could we do a few things before, we just hang out with each other and talk about random crap? And he says, yeah, anything. Could we please go Christmas shopping? Or at least get a few things on my list. I really need to get those. And he says, what did I just say? And you say, I know, Casey, but those are like the most important things on my list. It's not gonna burn me out. They're not gifts anywhere. We're just going to the grocery store and getting a few things that I need to, bake. Fine, let's go. Thanks, Casey. You're like the best boyfriend ever. You give him a little cheek smooch. Yeah. Little goofy ass smile. Yeah, go to the grocery store. Of course, the Karen at the counter is gonna look at Casey up and down like, the fuck's he wearing? He looks at her and says, what are you looking at? B word. And she's like, She decides not to say anything because she knows she'll get in trouble. So, you went to the baking aisle, and you're like, alright, flour, vanilla, cream, this, that. He's never seen you that focused on ingredients. And he says, whoa there, slow down. You sure you're getting everything right there? You look at him with a, meh face, and you say, Casey, you're literally talking to a person who's way more organized than you, and you're asking them a question like that? Of course I'm getting the right ingredients. Now hold this. Okay. I'll go to the drink aisle and get some few things. Oh, by the way, make sure to get the things for the eggnog. He made a puke sound. You're making eggnog for Christmas. Yeah, family tradition actually. I'm not even gonna drink it. Just grandparents and parents. I don't know how they don't taste the egg in that thing. Ugh. Alright, I'll go get it. So he's just getting the drinks and everything, and you're like, okay, so these are your thoughts basically. I'm gonna get a separate, not cart, but basket so we can put your things into it, basically what you're gonna do, like on the rooftop or at the creek. So basically in my AU, or basically AG's AU, there's this place where him and Casey hang out, where it's kind of a creek, kind of like Craig of the Creek, where there's this own like snack tree, river, this place that they hang out with. And yes, there's that same place, that tree trunk thingy that they just open and go in there. That's kind of like their house, their small little inner tree house, but they usually just hang outside. Anywho, let's continue. So y'all get everything you need and go back to your house. This includes a little bit of spice. Not that it's going to be segs or anything. Just saying that so people won't be dramatic about it. Because I hate drama, honestly. And I hate when people are over dramatic about it. Don't mind like the door sounds in the background. But basically it's just like, you know, Casey taking a shower. Anyway, you'll get back home, unpack. No, not unpack, unload the groceries, Jesus. Unload the groceries, put everything in the fridge. And Casey says, hey, before we get going, could I take a quick shower? You say, yeah. Take a shot. You toss him a towel and he says, thanks, bud. He goes to take a shower, baby. Okay, but seriously, I just have to add a little bit of things. I'm gonna go live, so I'll tell you guys there. So he takes a shower and he's just gonna walk out in the towel like he's at his house. You see Casey in a towel for the first time and just walks to your room like, huh? You stare. He shrugs and Fluffball was like, meow? Question mark? Like, I cannot believe my eyes. And you bang your fist on the table, like, kind of, it was a little louder, but, and you say to yourself in your mind, God damn, he's packed. He packing though, he packing. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just want to be a little funny. He gets changed. Of course he's gonna do his skull makeup over again. And he says, so, you ready to go? He's not gonna call you princess, baby, or baby girl, because I know those would be the 3 names he would call you if you were a female. But now, thinking about it, he'll call you baby, darling, and honey for non-binary listeners. Or maybe he would have like a personalized nickname for you, which I'm still coming up with. So he says, hey, darling, ready to go? He held his hockey stick. And you say, yeah, ready to go. You grabbed your backpack. And so did he. And he says, hey, what about Fluffball? You just leaving him here? You say, wouldn't it be a bad idea if we brought him to the creek, right? There are no alligators there, right? And he says, this isn't Australia. Now grab Fluffball and let's go. Only in Australia. So you grabbed Fluffball, put the cutie in your backpack. Of course he can breathe. His head is sticking out. This is not animal abuse. And y'all go to the creek. Because I have an exclusive kind of Christmassy thing that's going to happen at the end of the video, by the way. So you'll get to the creek, set up the blanket, get your snacks out, and he's like, all right, what you got for purple? And you're like, Takis. And he says, shit, I also got Takis. Green. And you say, green Takis and green mochi. He says, I also got purple mochi and green mochi. Nice. What you got for purple? It's kind of like that colored picnic thing. And he says, blue. Sparkling blueberry, one of those pop thingies. It's a Japanese drink, and cotton candy, and he's like, I also got one of those, and I didn't get cotton candy, but instead I got these like fruit roll-ups. You're like, dang it, I should have got fruit roll-ups. Red. And then you have like 2 packs of strawberries, cherry and strawberry lollipops, sparkling drinks, and a few monsters. Well, you didn't get to the drinks yet, so he's like, yeah, halfway there. I got these cute little red love apples, and I got just fruits. He feels like he feels unaccomplished. He feels like he hasn't gotten to the point where he's impressed you yet. You place your hand on his cheek and say, you tried your best, Casey. Now let's see what you got for drinks. Starting off with red. I got red monsters and a few red Mountain Dews. What do you got? Of course, same thing. Red monsters, but instead of Mountain Dew, I have Coke. Minus 1 point for listener, 1 point for Casey Jones. Yellow. Well, I know I didn't do yellow or orange, but let's just take the shot. Yellow. And you go mellow yellow and pineapple Mountain Dew. There is pineapple Mountain Dew. I think it's like I know this one KFC in Atlanta that has pineapple Mountain Dew. It's delicious. And then y'all go through it. I'm just gonna tell you guys what you got for each color. Purple was also that sparkling Japanese drink and some monsters. Basically, each and every single color of the rainbow, you guys had to add monsters because why not? And he says, so, what you got for the battery acid? Okay, so I have trolleys, gummy bears, and some sour things. Of course, we're going to pop the heads off for the lollipops to add it in. And I got tons of crushed ice. And he says, yes. Now, what do we add in? Well, these are my personal favorites, by the way. You guys comment down your favorite monsters if you drink any. Well, I got 1 Red Bull just to have that kind of sour flavor. Original, punch, and red. Oh, and red and black. I forgot what that one was called. And ultra black. Oh, those are just so good. And he says, well, I got original, mango loco, and punch. You guys mix it all up. Take a sip. Ooh. Did you guys have a head rush? A head rush is basically when you do something new, I guess. Kind of like when you vape, you get a head rush. Not that I vaped before. I asked someone who vaped, and that's how I got it. Just telling you guys that so you guys won't think I have done it. You guys got a head rush and you both said, whoa, that was a big head rush. You guys had your snacks. Fluffball was enjoying his mochi. And, you know, you guys held hands. This feels like you guys are having your first date, which Casey pointed out and said, I should have done this on our first date instead of, you know, eating pizza on the rooftop. And, in fact, I actually brought pizza from Domino's. And you chuckled and said, really, Casey? You're like the turtles now. You can't live without pizza. It's not my fault they got me addicted to pizza. Now take a slice before your cat takes it all. By the way, when I add that thing, it's because of this gap. I'm kind of being a little realistic because my gap, it didn't get patched up, but it actually kind of got smushed together because I wore a retainer before. And I actually regretted it because I loved my gap. And I made that sound, which made my mother very annoyed. Take a sip of this coffee. After the whole date thing, you guys went back to your place. You two were exhausted, but had a lot of fun. You changed into your PJs, so did he. He brought his PJs. It was mainly like a hoodie and baggy pants. And he says, so, straight to bed or watch some movies? And you're saying, nope, no movies, neither straight to bed. And he says, oh, why? I have to bake cookies. Can I help with the icing? As long as you don't eat all the icing like last year. Like, Donnie and me were baking the cookies, and you went over there and, like, stole the whole thing of icing. Was it my fault? Yes, it was. Now get over here and help me. Yes. He was just helping you ice the gingerbread man and cookies. And here's the thing. Here's a little spiciness in here. Not spiciness, but romance. When you were making like the eyes to the gingerbread man, and you were making a Donnie cookie. You were making turtle cookies, right? Basically, gingerbread man of the turtles. And he says, "You're doing the rough one wrong. Let me just." He came up behind you. He wrapped his hands around your waist. He got his hands out, of course, and held yours, basically guiding you on what to do. You were red because, like, you two were, like, you know, kind of smushed up together. Not like he had morning wood down there or anything. Any kids who get that joke. Not like he had any morning wood down there or anything, but, like, you just felt like, oh my god, we're smushed up together. Never felt like this before. Just saying. He says, "There you go. You gotta make him look mad." "Oh, you did me. Oh, thanks, precious." Ooh. My favorite part is that when he said "thanks, precious," he gave you a few smoochies on the neck. Not because he wanted to get you turned on or anything, but he did it for, like, lovey-dovey ways. I feel like Casey would show his love by kisses, hugs, cuddles, and of course, gifts. Hanging out with you, making fun of you. And you two would, like, you know, call each other names because that's your love language. Anyway. I'll save a few of those for later. Now, you can finish up your cookies while I go pick a movie for you, And you say, yeah. Football was like, meow, meow. The cat language translated to, well. He picks out not a Christmas movie, but I feel like you guys would watch horror movies anytime. Doesn't matter if it's not even Halloween. He picked out a good movie. One of my favorites is Chucky, Child's Play, Buddy. But I have to say, I feel like Casey would choose, what's his name? Jigsaw. I can't remember, like, I think the name of it is Jigsaw or another name. I don't know, but I'm just gonna say Jigsaw. Because, he just likes the plots to it and, how it's kind of dramatic and it seems all fake. But it's kind of horrifying at the same time if you're a kid watching it. You guys watch the movie and you say, why can't you ever pick, like, a good movie? We've watched Jigsaw, how many times? 3 now? Jigsaw is good. Doesn't matter how many times I watch it, it's still gonna be good and scary. Now you pick a movie. It's like 12. We still have time. And you pick out your horror movie. And he flinched a little. Ooh. So when he flinched, he kind of hung onto your arm, like clinged on. And you say, so you're scared. And he says, huh? No. He lets go. No. The hell? And you say, cupping his face with one hand, so you are scared of clowns. Teasing him, and he says, I'm not scared of fucking clowns. F word. I don't want to curse too much because, like, I have the fear of getting demonetized or this video getting taken down. But anyway, you let go of his face, laughing. Fine, Casey Jones. We'll see. He says, I'm going to bed with Fluffball. And you say, you're taking Fluffball? No fair. Yeah, they're come in bed with me. Oh, that sounded so wrong. Let me rewind that. You either join me in bed for cuddles, or you stay there watching your boring clown movie. Fluffball meowed in his arms. Meow. He's like, I agree. And you say, Fluffball, don't take his side. And he says, yeah, good Fluffball. He goes to bed. You turn off the TV, get yourself a drink, and join him. And you say, you always convince me to do whatever you want, don't you? I feel like Casey would be like the house girlfriend. Like that girlfriend that stays home. Kind of a housewife. I didn't want to say housewife. And he's like the one who would get whatever he wants sometimes, especially when it comes to love. He's like super selfish about it, but in a good way. Like if there's a guy looking at you, he would be like, pulls out a hockey stick, look away or I will beat you up. Kind of like that. He gives out that like yandere vibe, but only when he wants to. He's just normal Casey when no one is like that way with you. And he says, yeah, it's just me being selfish for your love. No, come here, I'll give you some cheese. And you say, yeah, I know, you love it when you get my attention, don't you? And he says, yeah. I made listener's voice just a slight tight bit a little deeper because the roles here switch. A listener is a kind of a switch, but mainly a top, and Casey's a switch. So you get down and he gives you a few smoochies. Gotcha. So he lays down on your chest. I don't want to make him sound like way too softy, but he would lay down on your chest when he's like tired, and then he just falls asleep with Fluffball. And you say, how could I have ever ended up with something so stupid? Such a jerk, but such a cutie and lovable boyfriend. And he says, I heard the jerk part. And you say, you know, I didn't mean it. I'll go to sleep. Alright. And then you both fall asleep. And that's all for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be going live after this video uploads. You can either watch the video or watch my live first, whatever you prefer. I'll be going live for at least like an hour or two. That video took me a little while to record. It's already 2 something. Damn, that's like an hour of recording. But I'll be cutting a few parts out, but not because I recorded for an actual hour. It's because I spent an hour looking for an audio, for a sound, and also another hour looking for a photo, because Pinterest, sometimes you suck. But anyway, my Instagram, Discord link, server, wattpad, and the songs that I use will be in the description below. By the way, the song I recommended you guys earlier was Spit on My Face. It's not a kinky song. It is a sad, kind of depressing song, but you'll like it. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!